Hey everybody, my name's Grant Bledsoe. This is Above the Canopy, and today we're on Facebook Live for the very first time. This year I'm going to try to be posting a Facebook Live video every Friday to bring you some fresh content that'll help you achieve financial independence, financial freedom on your own terms, one step at a time. Now that we're in a new year, we're quickly approaching tax time, and today's post is going to be on when it's time for you to ditch that tax prep software, whether that's Turbotax, Tax Act, H&R Block, whatever it is, and actually hire a professional human being to help with your taxes. Now, when we talk about tax in general, there are two sides to the conversation: tax compliance and tax planning. Tax compliance has to do with reporting on transactions that have already occurred. And when we talk about preparing and filing your tax return, it really falls into the tax compliance side of the equation. On the other hand, tax planning is making smart decisions about transactions that haven't occurred yet. When it comes to tax prep software, I love it for tax compliance. It helps you import important tax documents like 1099s, W-2s, make sure that for the most part you're filing a correct return, although it doesn't help you make decisions on the inputs to those returns, whether you claim a deduction, how you go about accelerating or deferring income. There are lots of decisions that you'll need to make once your life becomes a little bit more complex. So how do you know exactly when your life is complex enough to where you can actually benefit from the value of a professional tax preparer? Well, here's three red flags you might want to look out for. Number one, you pay the alternative minimum tax. The alternative minimum tax is something that we want to try to avoid, and usually doesn't kick in until you start earning somewhere between $175,000, maybe $200,000 a year. Above that, it becomes a little bit more common. But if you're paying the alternative minimum tax now, you may be able to shuffle things around with the help of a professional to get out of that situation and reduce your tax burden. Number two, you own or are thinking about owning rental property. Rental property is a great way to build some passive income, semi-passive, I guess, but it does complicate your tax picture. You will probably benefit from the help of a tax professional to understand the entire landscape of what you're about to jump into and talk with them about ways that you can minimize your overall tax burden. Number three, you have restricted stock or stock options from your employer, whether those be incentive stock options, ISOs, or non-qualified stock options, NQSOs. There are a lot of decisions that you'll have to make regarding how you handle them, when you exercise, when you sell, so on and so on. All of those decisions will have ramifications now and in the future on your tax picture. You will probably benefit if you speak with a professional to make sure you're minimizing the amount of your tax burden. Bottom line here is that over time your life is going to grow complex, and the more decisions you have to make, the harder it is to really understand the full landscape of your tax picture, and the more you'll benefit from the help of a professional. So that's it for today. Be sure to like our Facebook page. Be sure to subscribe to Above the Canopy and get free access to the Financial Independence Vault, and you'll be able to click the link below here and access the full post for some more reasons, some more indicators that it might be time to hire a professional and ditch that tax compliance, tax prep software.